Oh, am I live? I am. I think I am live. Okay, y'all, this is a test. This is a test. I've actually only gone live twice, and I've done it from my cell phone, and I was outside. So today I thought I'd try to do it from my computer just to see, doing a test on live because what's going on in 2023? I think what I want to do more of is more lives than I have. So I'm trying to make myself get familiar with it so I can get better and better and better at it. So please join me. It's going to be a short live, but I did want to talk about like what's going on for you, and I wanted to share with you what's going on with me in 20. And maybe we can find some things. I could find some things in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Val Taylor, and this is totally new to me. My name is Val Taylor, and I'm a home cook. And my goal and my role in being here really to try to help as many people as I possibly can that are beginner cooks who are afraid to be in the kitchen or who are in unfamiliar territory when they're in the kitchen, who just want to know the basics. There's so many channels on the internet with all of the fabulous things that you can cook and eat and enjoy and stuff. And I wanted my channel to be a little bit different because I wanted to focus on that beginner cook, because I've actually seen people in their kitchen who are not cooks, who normally don't cook, and be fearful about, what am I supposed to do with this pan? What am I supposed to do with this utensil? What am I supposed to do here? What am I there? How do I do this in the kitchen? How do I do that in the kitchen? And they really do have a level of stress face because they're in unfamiliar territory to do. So my channel, what I wanted to do was to create a channel that was geared toward the beginner cook. There's enough food channels, food cooking channels, pro chefs, home chefs, home cooks out there that's showing you how to make a lot of different recipes. But a lot of people don't know why you do things in the why you're doing something. Then you have a better chance of being able to modify and adapt to what's going on in the kitchen. If you don't have certain ingredients and you're trying to cook because you know that this process works X, then will also work for Y. And that's why I wanted to create a channel. But I also wanted to come on here and say Happy New Year to you, 2023 to you, and on what you asked you, what's going on with you. And then also wanted to be on here to truly to test going live from my computer versus my phone, just to see if I could get a feel for how these lives are working, because I do want to do more lives this year and do more cook demonstrations and share with you. Saying my network is unstable. Let me move this a little closer. Okay, now it's getting a little bit better. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if you've watched any of my videos, I have a ton of videos all over social media. You can go find me, but I always talk about cooking your own food. And the reason I talk about that is because I want to share an experience that happened with me just recently over the holidays. And hopefully you'll understand as you're in the kitchen and as you're eating out and as you're preparing food for yourself and for your family. So, the reason I stress to people to cook their own food is because if you don't, what has happened with our food supply is that the the manufacturers of our food, where we buy processed food, fast food from or wherever, and even if it's not fast food, restaurant food too, they've hijacked our taste buds. So our taste buds are basically being coated. And this is my opinion. I have no scientific proof of this, but this is my opinion because I've proved it to myself yet again. your taste buds are actually being coated with whatever's in processed food, whatever chemicals or whatever they put in processed food is on your taste buds. And the reason I think like children don't eat a lot of vegetables, and even adults don't eat a lot of vegetables, and they think vegetables, for example, are nasty. The reason I think they do is because their taste buds have been hijacked. And the same thing just happened to me recently. Recently, I went to a wedding and I went to a funeral, and I broke all of my regular routine that I normally do. So I was lifting weights twice a week. I was walking 7 days a week. I was doing Pilates and yoga on alternate days every day a week. So when you travel, you really should still do all of those things. When you're traveling, you're like, hey, I'm in a new town. Let me eat some good food and all of that stuff. So I was guilty of that myself. And when I came back, I never got out of that routine. I never got out of that routine, partly because the weather too, and we had that big cold front coming to Texas, and absolutely, absolutely, absolutely hate the cold. I couldn't adjust, so I didn't have the drive to get out and go walk. I didn't have the desire to. I still lifted weights, but I didn't have the desire to do some of the things that are normally in my normal routine. And so I ate a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have eaten. And that's typically what happens. And I could tell that my taste buds were being hijacked. So the way to correct that, I think, is probably the only way to correct it is to cook your own food. Back to not eating out so much and cook your own food. And what will happen? What will happen when you get into a routine of cooking your own vegetables and cooking your own food? Your foods will regain their ability to truly taste the food. The truth, it will taste. Your taste buds will adapt to those things, and because it will, when you go out again after you've cooked over a period of time for yourself, I say give yourself a week or two. And after you've done nothing but cook for yourself over that period of time, and you go out after that, you will immediately sense how sweet something is being brought outside that's processed. You'll sense how salty something is that's outside, and you immediately focus. You actually will. That's in food after you for your for a period of time. So what I encourage you to do is that, because I've got to get back in sync too, just because when I was traveling and out of town, I was eating any and everything that, you know, human, and you're gonna do that. And so I gotta reset. You gotta reset everything. You gotta reset the taste buds. And cooking your own food will allow you to reset your taste buds so that you will be able to say, without a doubt, that stuff out there don't taste as good as the stuff in here. Because I'm here to tell you, if you give yourself a week or two and you eat anything in the world you want, provided that you cook it yourself, if you can eat anything you want, sweets, candy, cookies, cake, pies, whatever, pasta, whatever it is you desire, if you cook that food yourself, I'm telling you, there is a process that goes on in your mouth that is set your taste buds, and go out and taste something, you're going to be able to tell the difference. And you're going to find, what you're going to discover is that can't nobody cook as good as you. I don't care who they are. I don't care if you go to a 5-star restaurant. I don't care where you go. If you start cooking your own food, you will discover nobody could cook it to the satisfaction for your taste buds better than you. So I wanted to get on here and test the live, of course, coming from my little PC, but I also wanted to get on here and just talk about how I was going to reset things for myself, because I got out of sync between like the first part of November day. I got out of sync and picked up a couple of pounds. So I got to refocus. And so I'm planning on doing this month in January is helping myself, but as a result of helping myself, I'm going to hope that I help you too. So I'm going to be cooking vegetables, and I want to show you basic ways to cook vegetables to taste delicious that will also help reset your taste buds and help you understand how good the real true flavor of vegetable. Because people who don't like vegetables, who try vegetables that I cook for them, say, okay, yeah, I could do that. I could eat that. That's kind of good. That's kind of good. But they've only eaten vegetables out and they don't know the difference between like home cooked vegetables because there's a big difference. A lot of chemicals on them, and just simply putting like salt and pepper on and how good that can be for you. So I wanted to get on here and share with you because your taste buds have been hijacked. That's our problem. That's our problem with overweight. That's our not eating, having sugar, having too much sugar in our system, and all of the health issues that comes with that. Taste buds have been hijacked by processed food, and we got to get them back. And the only way I believe you can get them back is to cook your own food. That's just what I believe. So I'm going to focus on fruits and vegetables that are in season in January. And then I'm going to start showing you different videos of how I cook different fruits and vegetables and how I enjoy them to gain my taste buds back. And maybe it's something you could do too, because I'm all about the beginner cook, and I'm all about helping people understand. Number one, people think that it's more expensive to cook your own food because when they go to the store, they got to buy these ingredients and things, and people for seasoned food, and they just think that they've got to buy so much, and they feel like with that plus the time that in cooking that particular meat, vegetable, or whatever, that it's not worth it. It's just easier for them to go to the fast food joint and get something, or go to the nice restaurant now, and it's really wreaking havoc on our taste buds and on our health. And so I wanted to get on here briefly to test going live on YouTube, and also just put that out there as a thought process for you that you could think about doing in 2023. Because here's what's happening right now all over America anyway. It happens every year. We go through Christmas, we go through New Year's, and here comes January, and everybody start talking about their weight, or getting in shape, or lifting weights, or moving a little bit more, or eating better. And most people want to do it the way they see some people do it, to where I drank this so and so, and I lost 7 pounds this week, or I ate this mushroom, lost 5 pounds this week, because they want to get it off fast, and everything's just instant, 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 which is like the worst way to do it. But I've been there and I've done that, and I'm not judging, so I feel you. But I know that that's the worst way to do it, because you can't keep it off, and it's not that really good for you. So that's what's going on right now. People are trying to figure, how can I get back in shape? How can I drop those holiday pounds? How can I do this? How can I do that? And people are looking for easy ways. And I'm here to tell you, vegetables are an easy way to get that stuff down and make you look and feel better and appreciate the flavor and the taste of vegetables. So in 2023, come January, that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you some simple vegetable dishes. They're not going to be dripping in cheese. They're not going to be dripping in gravy. They're not going to be fried, y'all. We're working on my health right now. And I'm just going to show you like roasting vegetables, sauteing vegetables, steaming vegetables, things like that. But I'm telling you, if you follow along and you try to do some of those things also, you're going to discover that vegetables taste pretty good. And you don't have to do a whole bunch to them. They taste pretty doggone good. So I want you to keep that in mind. I just wanted to get on here briefly and say that, test action, because I want to go live maybe once a week in 2023, and I want to you some things that I'm doing in the kitchen. I want to share some of the products and stuff that I use and how these products and stuff from. I want to share that with you. But more importantly, I want to be sharing that you could cook your own food and just even if you want to eat out periodically, that's cool too. But I want you to, for the most part, work on trying to cook your own food at least 5 to 6 days a week. And you don't have to meal prep because people think we got to be careful about things that we adapt, see like celebrities do. We see, we see all these people do and say, oh yeah, I could do that, I could do that. People who are great at meal prepping, you have to understand those are extremely disciplined people. Okay. Those are the people that go to work faithful. No, I mean go to work out faithfully, no matter what doing it. Though it could be a blizzard. They going to get their run, walk in the weight scene. Those are super, super, super disciplined people. Where the majority of us, like myself, are not that disciplined. And so I want you to think about it like this. If you on a Sunday meal prepped for the entire week to till Friday, you meal prepping from for on Sunday, you meal prepping from Monday through Friday, and you get all your food. You got a container with chicken and rice and broccoli, another container with chicken and whatever, and you got another container, and you do that all the way to Friday, and you got that in the refrigerator, your freezer, whatever, and you got all your food ready to go. Here's my problem with me. I have no idea that what I prep for on if I even want it on Thursday. So let me happening. Is happening is that people get into the meal prep thing. Oh yeah, it's the new year. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Me and my girl are gonna do this together. And we meal prep. Girl, did you meal prep? Yep, I did. I got my plates all ready to go. They all lined up in the refrigerator. Come Thursday, they calling each other saying, "Girl, there's a happy hour over at XYZ Club, and there be some fine dudes over there. Why don't we meet up? They having herbs and everything, and we can go over there and get some hors d'oeuvres and some drinks and chill. By the time they get home Thursday, they are not interested in whatever they prep for Monday. So guess what happens to that food? It either goes in the freezer or it goes in the trash. And that's when people start losing money and thinking that cooking your own food at home is you have to be extremely disciplined to eat, to prep a meal on Sunday and be committed to eating that meal 4, 5 days later. What I prefer you do instead of meal prepping meals, I think it's better to meal prep vegetables. And what I mean by that is you pick one day out of the week when you got a couple of hours and you go to the store and you get all of the vegetables. You get your kale, you get your broccoli, you get your cauliflower, you get your dark leafy greens, you get your whatever, and you clean them all up and you spin them in your salad spinner and you lay them out on sheet pans to air dry after you spin them in the salad spinner. And once they're completely dry, because that's the trick, they got to be completely dry. Once they're completely dry, you roll them up in a paper towel. And I put mine in a Ziploc bag and put them in the refrigerator. You can put yours in those cute little clear containers that everybody likes, but put a paper towel in there to soak up the moisture from your refrigerator. Those vegetables will keep fresh for at least 2 weeks. They just will. I do it all the time. But here's the deal. You're not committed to eating that cauliflower or that broccoli or that whatever every day of a week. You decide if you want to eat that. And when you walk in the house and you're hungry, you can grab flour and roast it real quick or eat it raw. Or you can grab the kale and make you a quick salad or saute them. But the vegetables are already prepped for you, which we need to be eating more of anyway. They're already prepped for you because they're clean and they're dry and they will last you a couple of weeks, then all you have to do, if you're a meat eater, is decide on what piece of meat you want to put with them. That's what I think is a better way to do it, is to prep the vegetables, because what's happening is people understand that they need to eat more vegetables, and people will buy the vegetables with good intentions of eating more vegetables. But when people get home and they just take their vegetables and throw them right in the vegetable bin without washing them and drying them and cleaning them and getting them prepped, when they get home and they want that thing, whatever that meat is, whatever that vegetable is, they don't want to go through the process of cleaning that stuff because they're tired. Prep the vegetables, y'all. That's the key. Prep the vegetables, have them prepped for the entire week, and then you get to decide which vegetable you want or what you want, versus being forced into a meal that has been already laid out for you and you have to commit to eating that meal. So that's what I wanted to get on here today and just kind of share with you, and just let you know that I myself have got to get refocused after going out of town a couple of times this year and getting kind of off-centered. And that's the way to do it. It really is the way to do it. It's just to prep those vegetables. So I want to encourage you to do that, and just know that cooking your own food is your gateway. It's your gateway to better health. It's your gateway to unhijack, your taste buds, because the processed foods got a chokehold on these taste buds, and we've got to get better with that. And you'll discover over time, as you start cooking your own food, you will discover that you prefer your own food over going anywhere, even if you still go out occasionally to hang out with the girls or the guys or whatever, your loved one or whatever. You will still find that you prefer eating your own food. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. That's kind of where I'm going in 2023. I want you to look forward to more live videos from me, maybe once a week, something like that. Is kind of what I'm thinking about. But I'm still a newbie to this live thing, so just bear with me and just love me where I am. I'm gonna get better, because here's the deal: I'm not the YouTube person that has a fancy camera and microphones and lighting and all of that stuff. This is what I got. This is how everything is filmed on this phone. Everything. That's all I got. And so I am of the belief, this is just my personal belief, I do not have to have all of that stuff initially to share what I think would be what you want to see, or what I believe would bring value to you, and what I hope you believe is bringing value to you with easy kitchen tips that I share with you. So I just started with my phone, and I'm going to stay on my phone. And now I've got the computer where I can go live. It's going to be difficult, like when I'm outside or different places in the house and stuff, because it's already telling me my network is a little unstable with this live. But I'm going to try to do the best I can, which is why I want to start trying to do them on a more frequent basis, so I can kind of work out any kind of kinks and just get better and better and better. And that's what I believe you have to do if you're going to be on these apps. You just start wherever you are and ask people to just follow you along, because you're trying to provide value to them. You're trying to help them. And then I believe and I hope that you'll continue to follow me, because I am trying to provide value. First of all, for my family. I really initially created this channel for my sons who are adults, and I wanted to have a space for them to come to learn how to cook and just basic stuff, so they'll know how to feed themselves while they're out there in the world. But it's for my children also, for the people that'll be around for when I'm not here. And it's also for you, if you want to come and learn some of the things and enjoy some of the content. It's also for you. So I want to encourage you to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you go and watch those easy kitchen tips that I've created, because they're not hacks. A lot of people think that they're hacks. They're really not hacks. They're things that I think that if you know those things going into your cooking journey, I believe that these little quick tips. Those kitchen tips are most of them are less than a minute long. They will help you become a better cook in the kitchen. They really will. It's all the experience that I've spent, and I've been cooking for over 50 years now. And it's all the things that I've learned from moms, grandmoms, aunts, uncles, cafeteria ladies when I worked in the cafeteria in college, going to my grandmama's house when I was like 14, 15, shelling peas on the porch in the country in Mississippi, being mad that I had to do that. And now I wish I could do it again. So I've been around food a long time, and I've learned some little tricks and things, little tips and things that are not hacks. They're just things that, oh man, if you know that, that'll help me. And that's why I created that playlist, Easy Kitchen Tips playlist. And if I can leave it on here, I don't know if you can do that on the live, but if not, go to that Easy Kitchen Tips playlist and watch that entire playlist. It's very short. It's a lot of videos, but I made it short so there'd be quick tips that you could get. Oh yeah, that's right, I understand that. That makes sense. I understand that. So you could get them quickly and understand, and I believe it's going to help you on your cooking journey. So that's what I wanted to get on here today and just say that I'm going to be trying to do more lives. I don't know if I did everything right. I know everybody, when I watch people's lives, they be on 4 or 5 different screens, some big, some little. I'll be like, oh my God, what are they doing? I'm not going there. I'm just telling you right now, I'm an old lady, baby. I can't do all of that. I got to do the best I can. I just need y'all to love me where I am, okay? But I am going to be sharing some things with you this year, and particularly the month of January, with some vegetables and fruits that I think all of us need to be eating and learning to cook. And so we can um, get our taste buds back. We can take our taste buds back. So that's all I got for y'all today. I'm Val Taylor. Y'all go out and make it a great day, and much for watching. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.